when you can't sleep anymore, you go to the gym. I don't know how I keep switching my camera to like taking photos, but I done not recorded like damn near half my workout. I'm doing my last leg thing, which is just some RDLs with the bar. And I'm gonna do some abs, and then y'all already know, massage chair. Baby, know that it's not a hey vlog. We are getting to it, is what I have to say. Packing. I have a lot of things, and we're making our way. Don't even want to get into what's going on in there, i.e. my closet and my clothes. But we're getting there. You know, like I said, you take one down, you knock it down. You just start checking stuff off the list, okay? Because I'm pretty sure, like, in a previous video, I was talking about how, like, I just have so much to do. So much to do. So it's, like, a little stressful. But, like I said, we're knocking things off the list one by one by one. I want to go to the gym later on today. I really want to go to the grocery store because I do actually want to meal prep for this upcoming week. Like, I told myself I was going to, like, lock in. Like, Chipotle is cool, and, you know, I have my little things. I get a Chick-fil-A salad, but it's like I kind of, like, I need, like, a strict, like, rice, veggie, protein, and then my protein shakes, like, you know, and stuff like that. Like, I just need a solid, like, week of just that, just to kind of, like, reset. I still feel like I haven't really kind of like went all the way back to how I was before the trip, you know, before my recent trip. So just kind of the plan for today. We're getting to it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. No, I'm joking. But yeah, I'll check back in a little bit. It's home last night. Should I be okay? We getting ready to go to the Jimmy with me. I feel like I got a decent amount done as far as packing together. I feel like gotta do like more clothes stuff, but for a majority, everything's like put up. Now we just got like the miscellaneous stuff. But like I said, I wanted to do gym and then go to the grocery store real quick just to grab a few things so I can meal prep for the week. Cause yeah, I've like been getting food at work, and it's like not the best options as far as like me trying to like stay like with like what I've been doing as far as like protein, you know, no carbs and stuff like that. So that's kind of like what the plan is. So I think it's like almost 4 o'clock. Good stopping point. Go to the gym, go to the grocery store. So I think I'm gonna prep 2 different meals. So yeah, but going to the gym, see y'all in a bit. I don't think I'm gonna record this time. I mean, I might record a little bit, but not that much like I've been doing. So yeah, because I mean, like, I'm not a fitness guru. You guys aren't here to see me work out, so just know that, you know, we're getting to it. So yeah, Got my creatine. I had a banana. I'm ready to get to it. So yeah, I'll see you in a little bit. Good morning. It's 6:30, and I decided to get up and do my meal prep. I think I'm making like 2 different meals. We're gonna do like a spaghetti squash pasta, and then just like some rice, broccoli, and chicken drumsticks. I normally do the white meat, lean white meat, but I really wanted some drumsticks. I wanted some baked drumsticks, so that's what we're finna do. So right now, I'm getting the chicken ready and prepped so I can pop that in the oven, and also same time put the spaghetti squash in the oven. I think I'm gonna just put them all, like they're both like 400 degrees. Put everything in there. We're cooking 2 meals at once, so it just made sense. But yeah, I just decided to pick up the camera. Please ignore the way my kitchen looks, because like I said, I'm moving. But I definitely wanted to get a meal prep in for this week. Just so I'm cool on that, not having to think about what I'm gonna eat and going out and getting stuff. Which, you know, there's healthy options when you go out, but it's like, I'm getting ready to move. I want to save just a little penny. So this is what we're doing. And honestly, breakfast, I'm good with like grab and go stuff, so I don't really worry about that, or like eggs or bacon, oatmeal. I love oatmeal. So it's really like the meals, and then like on top of that, I'm tired like of the options that I have at work for like what I'm trying to do, like, you know, as far as my diet wise and like eating clean and stuff like that. Not really too many options, so I'm kind of tired of having much, you know, the stuff that I normally do on rotation. So we're switching it up this week, and hopefully gives me a good, like, you know, makes me feel good, light and airy, you know. Yeah, we got salad already in the fridge, and then, you know, fruits and stuff like that. But like, yeah, get these like core meals together right now. And yeah, I just decided to pick up the camera while I do that. But like I said, ignore the way my kitchen looks, because yeah, like, we're moving. So yeah, spaghetti squash right here. I love pasta, but I've also grown to love the like vegetable alternatives for the noodles and stuff like that. Like, that is like my go-to. And this time I'm also doing something a little different, which, like, you know, normally I would just do like a red sauce, because, you know, it's like less in calories than a fettuccine sauce or something like that. Even if you do make it homemade, it's just a lot of cream, you know, just cheese, stuff like that. So I'm doing a different one, and it involves, I'm upping the protein in it, and I'm trying cottage cheese. I'm gonna make a sauce out of cottage cheese, y'all. Never really been a big fan of cottage cheese. I'm gonna just let y'all know that now. So this is gonna be interesting. We're gonna see how it turns out. And I mean, you know, I can season the shit out of some stuff, so I'm not really too worried. I'm just like, hopefully it just, the consistency comes out right, with, you know, already having the spaghetti squash and stuff like that. But yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna cut these in half, oil them up. I like to put like a little paprika, pepper, a little splash of salt on it, just to get seasoning going on it. But other than that, this doesn't require too much. Then I'll pop these in the oven. We're not looking for perfection. We're just looking. pack the pasta, I'm not gonna lie. Prep the pasta. I got a little sidetracked talking to my sister. Because I woke her up on accident. But yeah, pretty much already forked. You know, you guys, I don't know if you guys ever heard of the spaghetti squash. You just fork it and it literally looks like strings of spaghetti. So just a good healthy alternative. You know, healthy carbs. There's nothing wrong with carbs, but you know, healthy carbs are important. Especially, like I said, I'm trying to like lock in, but also like you can still have fun with your meals. Sauce tastes great, by the way. Like I said, I don't really like cottage cheese, but I do love like all the Greek yogurt, and you know, things that you can do with it. Like, you know, like how the Greek yogurt basically tastes like freaking sour cream if you don't think about it. Which, I mean, even if you do think about it, it really doesn't taste any different to me. And I guess I'll show you, but I already prepped it. Didn't show you, but yeah. Here it is. Just put the sauce on top, you know, microwave it, and you're good to go. My broccoli's on the stove right now. So I'm waiting for that, and then I'll pack the chicken. Jeremy's. Yum. You look good. This is good. And this will be about the portion of mine. So yeah, that is it. Have an apartment tour today. Looks like it's gonna storm, but I have an apartment tour in like an hour and a half. More like an hour now. So I'm gonna get ready for that and put all my shit away and clean up. So thank you for watching. So little impromptu, I decided to go overnighting today. It's supposed to rain, but I feel like that's what makes it even more like worth the while. Like, this is like my first like basically camping of the summer. Like I want to be like outside. Like, when I say I'm outside, this is what I mean, okay? Honestly, guys, look what I done bruised myself trying to pop a pimple. Like, I don't know what the heck happened, but it looked like I got in a fight on my chin. But anywho, so yeah, first little camping situation for the summer. I'm so excited. Like, this is kind of impromptu. Doing like some fishing with my friend. And then, yeah, we're overnighting, and I just love that. Like, it's gonna be so fun. We're gonna do hot dogs, we're gonna do s'mores, and yeah, we're gonna kick it. And I think, yeah, this is like, I'm so excited. Stick around. It should be like a good time. This is gonna be a vibe. Like, I love this stuff. Like, I love this stuff. But yeah, so yeah, I will check back in with you guys when we get to our first stop. So yeah, stay tuned. Alright, hey y'all, we are getting the car packed right now. We're heading to Walmart. We're gonna get our food, looking for a tent, bug spray. We need some bug spray, and then we're gonna head to the bait store. So, and then we'll be out there. I'm so excited. What a life. High price, happy hour. How could I be mad? Drinking early, thirsty Thursdays. Got the tenant. Sweet rose. Hurry up and pass that back. What is the chicken? Why you so sad? I'm over there. Oh, that's your nigga. I didn't grab it yet. Just chicken. I just got the tent ready, so I'm going to show you. Maybe I'm too drunk. My money right. Home sweet home for the night. Sweet home for the night. It looks pretty cozy too. I don't know about y'all, but it looks pretty cozy too. Why you scroll salty? Happy hour. Feeling sour. Talking about tequila soda. Why you so sad? Happy hour. Feeling sour. Feeling topic. Who you going back? We've been here for mad long. Hey vlog. Here at the job. I don't know, I just decided like just to get some content and we're going to do telly strips. If you may or may not know, I worked on an advanced cardiac care unit here in St. Louis, Missouri. So I was like, well, why not just share my expertise on how I read telly strips, how I measure them, and depending on if my patients that I have right now or like what level of difficulty their strips are at, I might like peek at some of the other patients that are on the monitor there and kind of read theirs. Okay, if like I said, if mine's is not that interesting, which potentially could be. Also wanted to preface like maybe you know, like I said, this is like kind of like just to the future nurses or to the nurses and just nurses out there in general. Like if you're struggling with telly strips, yeah, hopefully I can give you like some tips and tricks on how to kind of like what to look out for and stuff like that. So yes, let's get into it. Okay, so first I have to print off all of their beginning of the shift strips, because here we read telly strips at 7, 11, and 3. Okay, so these are things called calipers. This guy is V-pacing because you can see closely he has pacer spikes there. In front of the QRS. I'm okay with the QRS that they measured. Some AFib going on. And not all the time do people in AFib have to have like really high heart rates. Actually hers is like really low. She goes into the 30s, drops into the 20s sometimes. So it can be a little problematic sometimes. But right now they're not doing anything for it. So yeah. This strip I'm okay with. And this one's interesting because like I said, they will do 2 strips if like a patient goes back and forth between the rhythm very quickly. So let's see, right at 7 o'clock, which is what I will be charting. A flutter, right? Let's show y'all this. That's what that's looking like. Okay. And because it's a flutter, it's because there's no consistent P wave. And the P wave would be whatever wave that would go before this QRS. And then we got the QT. Okay? So really, when we're looking at AFib, a flutter, we're looking at the pattern of the P waves. Okay. So that's why she's down for a flutter. But then literally like 15 minutes later, we have some pacing going on. And it's in front of the QRS. So That's V pacing. Okay. Okay. And the things that I'm using to measure, which is also the same thing on the paper, like I don't know if you've seen like the things that are kind of like, looks like this, and you like put it here and then kind of, it's called calipers. And so this one's just an electrical version of it. Then when they're repacing, we just go measure the QRS as well. Pacing, the V pacing is just because since the atriums, which is the P wave, is not being consistent, still gotta have the ventricles put consistently, so that's what the pacemaker is for. So that one was an interesting one, kind of, sort of. This one could be an example of a heart block when you're measuring and you find a heart block, which some of these people that are V pacing, it paces at a wide QRS, which is like a block, but technically it wouldn't be considered a block because they have a pacemaker. So this one, when we measure the PR interval, which is like when we figure out like the AV blocks, like a block at the AV node, it's gonna measure greater than 0.20. So he's at about 2.0. Oh my God, 0.24. So that's greater than 0.2. So that's considered a heart block. Okay. Now there's a difference on the way you can measure how it's a first degree, second degree, or third degree. There's two types for a second degree, but in his case, he is a first degree because it's consistently long. Like the interval is the same for each, like heartbeat. So we'll wrap up here and I will get back to my desk so we can chat some more. Okay.
Running. No pressure, my brother said, let me hold something. Hold a little closer back to the pull something. But trust me, it ain't so that I owe something. Yeah, world running. But I can't escape the city, I rose from it. Watch how you talking like you control something. But trust me, it ain't so that I owe something. Yeah, made it out, finally in positions that we prayed about.
Okay, I just wanted to check in because I know in that last clip I told you guys that I was gonna meet y'all back at my desk so we can talk about strips some more. You know, we're more than halfway through the shift. It's just not happening. It's just one of those nights. But you know, moving forward, I'm definitely gonna try to get you know, like the cardiac nursing content up. And just find better ways to kind of show you guys what I do and also be informational at the same time. So definitely, if you guys want to see more stuff like that, sound off in the comments, let me know. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me know, because I don't mind. And I'm also getting a little bit more comfortable recording at work. I'm in the bathroom because I needed to take a second. But can't complain, I love it here. But yeah, I'll catch you with you guys a little later.